As per a Reuters exclusive, the Trump administration is preparing a new round of sanctions on Russia, targeting banking and oil infrastructure. Treasury measures against Rosneft and Lukoil have rattled global markets, sending oil prices soaring, while the US is pressing Europe to follow suit, though Brussels warns full sanctions won't be easy. Moscow remains unshaken. Kirill Dmitriev, Putin's envoy, is traveling to the United States to hold talks with the US government, insisting that the sanctions will not cripple Russia, even as discussions continue on Ukraine and economic cooperation.
We will continue discussions with the American side, continue dialogue with the American side, clearly communicating Russia's position. Russia's position is that Russia's national interests must be respected, and that these sanctions and unfriendly measures will have absolutely no impact on the Russian economy. They will simply lead to higher prices at gas stations in the US.
Trump says he's watching closely, but doesn't believe sanctions will push Putin too far. The US is holding back the next stage of measures, while Europe weighs its options.
Do you worry that the sanctions are so biting that you might push Putin too far?
I don't think so. Not that much of an effect. So I don't know. Yeah, that's what he says. I don't think he's right about that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think he'd like to see it over with.
Medvedev calls the sanctions swing an opportunity to act decisively on the ground. No bureaucratic delays, no meaningless deals. Moscow is ready to counter Western pressure where it matters most.
This new swing of the Trump pendulum has an important upside, though. It allows us to pound the Banderite hideouts with all kinds of weapons without superfluous negotiations holding us back, and to achieve victory in the only place where it's possible, which is on the ground, not behind a bureaucrat's desk, by destroying the enemy, not by making meaningless deals.
Putin underscores dialogue over confrontation and downplays the sanctions' impact. Russia will not bend under pressure, defending its national interests firmly. The world is watching Moscow stand its ground, sanctions or no sanctions.
A dialogue is always better than any confrontation, than any disputes, or especially a war. Therefore, we have always supported the continuation of this dialogue, and now we support it. As for the new sanctions, first of all, there is nothing new here. Yes, they are serious for us, of course, this is clear, and they will have certain consequences, but they will not significantly affect our economic well-being. This is an attempt to put pressure on Russia. But no country or people who respect each other will ever do anything under pressure.
With sanctions looming, Moscow unshaken, and Washington watching closely, the standoff over Ukraine enters a tense new phase. Russia signals it will defend its interests at all costs, while the world braces for the next moves in this high-stakes geopolitical game.